Hi everyone, my name is Calypso and my channel is mainly about knitting. But today I'm traveling, so I thought why not take you with me on that little street trip. Or maybe not that little, because I'm traveling to Mexico. So I had to wake up today at 4:30 in the morning to catch the plane at 7 a.m. in Berlin, and now I'm here in Paris waiting for the plane to Mexico City. So I have to wait for 5 or 6 hours, or a little bit more. I'm quite tired because I had to wake up really early and I didn't get much sleep because today is the 25th of December and yesterday was the 24th. So I spent the evening at a friend's place. We had dinner together and it was really nice. We had a really good time together, but then I had to rush a little bit and didn't get much sleep. So I'm a little bit sleep deprived, and later I got a little bit upset at the airport because on purpose I'm only traveling with hand luggage. I didn't want to register a big suitcase, so I only took a small hand suitcase and my backpack. But still, I had to register my small suitcase in Berlin. They didn't really give me a choice. So that made me a little bit upset and is making me feel anxious because I didn't want to wait at the exit for my luggage when I arrive in Mexico City. I hope this anxiety will let me enjoy the flight. Nevertheless, we'll see. But the airport here in Paris is quite nice, and also the flight attendants were really friendly. So the area here upstairs is really nice. I can insert you a video, and so it makes the waiting easier. But here I found a spot that is a little bit more quiet. I'm wearing a cardigan that I made myself. So this is a mariposa cardigan. The pattern will be available quite soon. It is currently in test knitting, and underneath that I am wearing an intarsia sweater. So this morning I did as much layering as possible, so that I would not feel cold, and because as I said, I'm trying to travel as light as possible. And also what stressed me out a little bit this morning was that the Uber driver was driving really too fast, and he was driving 20 kilometers per hour above the allowed speed. And it was raining really a lot, so the autobahn was wet, and I told him that he had to slow down because it was only allowed to 80 kilometers per hour, so he slowed down, but still it was not a very good start into the day. But thanks to the jet lag, I will be in Mexico today at 9 p.m. Yes, although I have a flight of 12 hours or more than 10 hours ahead. And so now for the waiting time, the good thing is that all my knitting projects are in my backpack. So I will not, and I'm sure I took enough knitting with me because I will be in Mexico for approximately 4 weeks. So a really good period of time, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I took maybe too many knitting projects. So I took the design that I'm making for Manos del Uruguay, and it's quite funny because this design of the yarn traveled from Uruguay, was sent to me to Berlin, and now it's traveling back to Latin America, to Mexico, with me because I couldn't finish it, and I have to finish it for the end of January to send it to tech editing and etc. etc. So I will be knitting that, but I cannot show it to you yet. What I will cast on now as an easy project during the waiting time is a pair of socks. I brought yarn for 2 pairs of socks, and one for me and one for a friend of mine. And what else? And I brought a third project because I just finished this intarsia sweater that I'm wearing here underneath. I'm not sure you can see it quite well. But I have not taken photos of it yet, so I just finished it 2 days or 1 day before my flight, and I couldn't take pictures of it. I'm wearing it today for the first time, so I'm estrenando, how we say in Spanish, when you wear a garment for the first time. Maybe there's a word for it in English as well, I don't know. So I'm estrenando my new sweater, and which I made with a Sandnes garn in the yarn Pier Tungint, something like that. And so hopefully I will be able to take some photos of it in Mexico with a nice cool background. And so I feel as soon as I start talking about knitting, my mood kind of becomes more light and not that upset as before, so that's a good thing. So I think I will find myself a more cozy spot. Here's not that cozy, but it's better for recording. So I will find myself a cozy spot, and the gate is already on the board, so maybe I will just sit down at the gate and cast on my socks, and so maybe I'll insert a small section here of me knitting socks at the airport, or casting on socks at the airport. I'll show you the colors of the yarn. It's basically leftover yarns. The pair of socks I will be knitting for my friend is leftover yarn for a pair of socks I have knitted for her a few weeks ago, because I picked up skein of Soca una troca. It's yarn of Spanish company, I think, Spanish yarn dyers that I picked up at Barcelona Knits Festival. But she has small feet, so I have quite a lot left over, and I will combine it with other leftover yarn I have to make her a second pair of socks, because I bought the skein for her, so I kind of feel the leftovers also belong to her because I bought it thinking of her and as a present for her, so the whole skein kind of belongs to her, so I have to knit it up completely, and we'll combine it with some other leftover yarn I have, and then I have enough left over for a second pair of socks for myself. And I find knitting socks is the best project for traveling, and I think it's the only time I knit socks, to be honest. I always knit the same standard sock with the heel flap and some ribbing, and that's basically it. I know it by heart, and I'm not very excited about sock knitting. It's just relaxing and something I can do by heart, and I only knit socks when I need them or when I want to make a gift socks to someone. And I hope I can take you around a little bit, Mexico City or another cool place I will be visiting in Mexico. I don't know. So mainly most of the time it will be in Mexico City because that's where my relatives are from. morning from Mexico. I'm finally here after a 24-hour journey almost on planes and airports. I didn't sleep a lot because of jet lag, but now it's 10 a.m. or so and I'm still in bed. I had a shower, I had some tea. Last week I had a really bad cold and I still wasn't really recovered before traveling. So now I have a little bit of a backlash and I was coughing a lot this morning. But my aunt brought me some lemon juice and tea and honey. So that helped. And I will have to go to the pharmacy to get me something against this cold, and I will hopefully soon recover fully because I'm starting to feel a little bit tired about being not in perfect conditions. So I was knitting on the plane, and I'll show you later my progress. I am really happy to be here. I'm probably looking really tired. I didn't have too much sleep, but hopefully that will go away in a few days. And so now I will try to make myself some papaya and some banana, and later maybe I'll go out. But I think I will keep it calm so that I can first fully recover before I go on crazy adventures. Second reason I have to go to the pharmacy is that I got myself a new piercing and I need to buy some disinfectant. And I'm really happy about it because I've been wanting to have 3 on this side and 2 on this side. And now I finally got the last piercing, and I have this earring here, which I will change later on. But I have to get disinfectant to spray it on 2 times a day. It's healing well, but still. And I did it on purpose 2 days before my flight because I want to take 2 or 3 weeks off of jiu-jitsu, of martial arts. And so of course you cannot train with earrings and you have to take them out. So I couldn't pierce myself all the time because of that. And now I got it, and I had to have forcefully 1 week off jiu-jitsu before my flight because of this cold. And so I think next week and the week after I'll have as well a break of jiu-jitsu to let my body finally recover from all the small injuries that I have accumulated over the year that I may not notice, but after the break I will notice the difference because if you like to exercise, you'll know that recovery is as important as the exercising itself. So I make myself some breakfast now, and I see you soon. Bye bye. Do it like that with the frame. So I just want to quickly show you how far I got yesterday with my sock. So there it is. I have finished the rigging and the leg, and now I have done the heel flap. And for the heel flap I used some reinforcing yarn of this type, but it was blue, and I combined it with the original yarn here that I had bought for my friend. And now for the lower part of the heel I have continued with this yarn here. This is a normal sock yarn, I don't know the brand. It's some leftover I had, and the rest of the sock I will do in this dark blue. So this is where I am right now, and now I will head off to the pharmacy. And the weather's nice, it's not too cold. Most of my friends always think that when I travel to Mexico in winter, it's gonna be really warm, and and things like that. But now Mexico City is not tropical, so of course it's not the temperatures like in Germany, but it's not like hot or something like that, so I'll have to wear a few layers. So there's the sock, and I hope I can show you the finished sock in the next video, and I will knit the second sock right away before I continue working on my design for Manos in Uruguay. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.